Hello everybody, it's Loreen. How are you doing today? I just wanted to share with you my latest creation in the Wonderland series, and this is the Haunted Wonderland. This is the box. I'm just going to do a walkthrough for you today and maybe talk about a couple of the details that I put in the deck. So I've done semi-matte finish on the box this time. Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and then just a little information on the back. The bottom, and the top says it's the Haunted Wonderland. I've also created a bag for it because I like to put mine in bags. You know, the boxes, when you open them over time, they just start to disintegrate. So here's the bag. Orange on the inside for the holiday. You have to love that, right? And it's the same on the back. Same design. Okay, and then we have the cards. The cardstock is the 310 GSM linen finish with, I have lots of animals, a little cat hair there. This is the back of the deck. You see that? And then, I don't know, it's really, I think they're very, very resilient. They're super easy to shuffle. It's my favorite cardstock. Okay, let's go here. We have the rider, Alice on a broomstick, the little graveyard in the back, just a little floral detail on that one. And the Clover. And of course I created a Clover out of the little pumpkins, and then in the center you may not be able to see it, but those are all the little cards. So I tried to do hints of playing cards or something to make sure that this was a deck that was all tied together with Alice. You have a little teacup right here, and then the floral element. The house. Oh, how I love a haunted house. Tweedledee and Tweedledum in the front, little pumpkins, a little skull moths. The ship. Again, Tweedledee and Tweedledum walking the plank. The tree, I thought I'd do something a little bit different, so I used a mushroom for the tree, and here's Alice talking to the caterpillar. And then Cheshire Cat up in the corner here. And I did the title on all of them and the number. I did not include the playing card insert on this one. I think I'm only going to have the deck available during the holiday season, and then I'll put it away for a little bit and maybe bring it back next season. We'll see. This is the clouds with Cheshire Cat. Here's the little playing cards peeking out behind the pumpkin, and then the Mad Hatter's hat. I love all the bats in the background of this one. You know, I like to do just a little detail in mine. I know it's not traditional for Lenormand, but it makes me happy. So here's the snake. The bat is carrying the little watch from the rabbit. The coffin. And this has a little drink me bottle and a little cupcake to eat with eyeballs on it. So a little spooky, little cute. This is the only one where I was real clever and I called it the bouquet. But here's number 9, the bouquet. And here again you have the little pocket watch. The scythe. Here's Alice with her little witch's hat on the side. The whip. Of course, this is the Queen of Hearts. This is her hand. And then I added the pocket watch to the end there for little detail. The drink me bottle, little teacup here. I've changed out the backgrounds a little bit, but tried my best to keep them consistent theme. They've got stripes or diamonds for the most part. Here's the birds, the flamingos that we see from the Queen of Hearts when she's using them for croquet. Also added some bats to it. Little cat. The child. Well, who wouldn't be the child but Alice, right? I just think that turned out really darling. I love that. I love the little floral detail here. I love the little banners on the top. Again, the stopwatch. Of course, she's got the little drink me. I know, I just really like that child card. It's one of my favorites that I've done. Here's the fox coming out of the cemetery. Again, the Mad Hatter's hat, playing cards, the little drink me stopwatch. Here's the bear. kind of behind a little cemetery. In the background here, these are cats. Little black cats on the background. Here's the stars. I love this one because Alice is just kind of reaching for the stars. I don't know, something about that just makes me happy. And here's the stork, if you're familiar with my Wonderland Lenormand at all. This is the same stork from, same concept there, where I've got the world's ugliest woman and her little baby here. Just kind of a hint to pregnancy, because most often I read the stork as improvement, but I just thought it's kind of fun to remind people that it could be pregnancy as well. Then we have the dog, right from Alice in Wonderland, with the little raven here and the little mouse sitting in the pumpkin. And because this is a fun Halloween deck, why wouldn't we add a cat? So I still numbered it 18, but I'm calling it cat. You can use the cat or the dog. You can use both. It's entirely up to you. But this is kind of my one fun one that I just had to have. I love a cat for Halloween. We have the tower. There's Alice reaching up for the tower, and the two guards down here guarding the pumpkins on the steps. Then we have the garden. And the garden, I don't know, it's always a tough card to me because it ends up being very busy. But I love, we've got the Cheshire Cat, the bats, Alice talking to the caterpillar, a little tombstone here, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, just to imply that everybody's coming together in public to be seen. And then the mountain, again with the drink me and the bat carrying the little pocket watch, but trying to keep that consistent, theme throughout. The paths with Tweedledee and Tweedledum and the little Mad Hatter's hat right on the top here. Here's the mice. 1, 2, 3, 4 little mice sitting on the little mushrooms. I love the mushrooms. Then we've got the heart. We've got the Queen's hat here and the playing cards. The bat's kind of flying out of the heart in the background, a little cobweb here. I love how the back turned out. I love the purple backs. Here we've got the ring again with the cupcake with the little eyeballs on the top. And then in the border here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's little eyes peeking through on the border of that frame too. Then we've got the book, both open and closed, so you can read that however you like with the skull moths coming out of it. The letter, the little mushroom behind here, a little spider walking up on the letters. I thought he was really cute. And I really liked the way the flowers turned out on this one, the black and gray and then just a little punch of color there. Okay, and then we have our two gentlemen. It's always important to me to have that available for you. Mad Hatter and the rabbit. And I think they both turned out really cute. I like them as a couple. I think they're adorable. And then we have our ladies. Again, I think they turned out adorable. I like to have the option to have them facing together or away, depending on how you read. I always think that's important. So you can kind of mix and match whatever couples you would like there. Then we have the lilies with the Mad Hatter. Some playing cards in his cup there. The sun. I love the way this one turned out with the little dancing skeleton here, and then the little rabbit making an announcement. So that was appropriate for the sun. And then the moon. One of my favorite moon cards, the little skull down here, pumpkin, the playing cards, and again the bat is carrying the pocket watch to kind of carry that theme through the deck. And then we've got the key. I added a little skull moth wings to the key to imply flight. There's the bat again with a little pocket watch. Little graveyard scene in the background. I don't know if you can see that. Contrast is a little tough, but it's a little bit easier to see in person. And here's the fish. Oh, they just make me laugh. They just make me laugh. I think they're just so cute. I love the little cobwebs up here. Little bubbles as they're floating through. You might recognize this fish, this one in particular, from my my Haunted Lenormand. And that sound in the background, by the way, is I have a new puppy, and he's chewing on a bone, which is way better than him barking through the video. So I'm really kind of pleased about that. So, but I am sorry if the sound annoys you at all. Here's the anchor, and the little, do you see the serpent back here with the Mad Hatter's hat on? And here's the cards up here. A little like Neptune guy up at the top. And then finally we have the cross. I love the way the cross turned out too, the kind of night scene. I think the cross really pops coming out front, and there's the queen, and she's just kind of pointing at these two little skull moths there. So that's it. That is my new Haunted Wonderland. You can see when I put them all together how the borders are different colors. The backs again. I'm kind of obsessed with that purple. I don't know. I think it turned out really well. I really like it. And then of course when you go to do a reading, even though I have lots of detail, I always have lots of detail in my cards just because, I don't know, it makes me happy. So I like it. But you can still see that the main symbol is the main symbol. I think anyway. I think I make it clear. You know, even though it's a busy deck and we've got lots of different background going on, I don't think it's terribly hard to read them when you get them all together. Well, now I'm making a big old mess, aren't I? But I think they stand out relatively easily. And that's it. I am going to have this available. It's going to be sold in the box, and then the bag is going to come separately. I'll have it up on divinationapothecary.com, which basically right now just takes you to my Etsy shop. You can find it on Etsy. I will have some available to send from my home, so if we get to like last minute for the holiday season, it can still be available to you. Right now things are taking about 4 to 5 weeks if we're going outside of the USA international. But I'm hoping that still gives you time to get this in time for the holiday. And like I said, I'll have a few at my home for last minute shipping, because after the end of the holiday, I think I'm just going to set this deck aside and work on the next holiday season. And I have some other projects that I'm working on. Okay? I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you for checking out the Haunted Wonderland Lenormand. Talk to you later.